to Nevermore model making, and as you can see we're doing Tamiya's Kawasaki Ninja ZXRR. I think it looks a really smart kit, and we'll have a look through the box in a sec and get a bit of a plan together what we're going to do. Okay, so in the box we have the usual 3 sprues for Tamiya bikes. So we've got the black one, which is sort of frames, wheels, chains and things like that, and then we have the silver one, which is engine, radiators, cooling systems, exhaust, that sort of thing. And then the bodywork's done in various colours. This is this glow-in-the-dark green, because it's a green bike. I've got the front cowling. It's usually a little bag stapled to the side. Clear parts. I'm not taking those out of the bag, stop them getting scratched. And I use a little bag of goodies. We have yet another little screwdriver, wheels, some hosing, and an assortment of screws. I'm looking at it, can't really see on there, but there doesn't seem to be that many screws. So we should make a start on the sec. I think the idea of this is we'll do it as mostly straight out of the box. Might do a bit of carbon on things, like maybe the front fairing, the rear mudguard. There's bits on here that have carbon fibre on them, and so we'll work through. And other bits we've got the decal call out. So again, it's a choice of numbers. So I want to do 56 or number 17 on there. I haven't thought about that yet, but I'll come up with an option. And the instructions, which are done in the fold out map type way. And as usual, we'll start off with the engine, work through the frame, wheels and everything. So we'll make a start of that in a sec, and we'll do it as per the instructions. Actually, yeah, we'll do it as per the instructions. Probably do the engine first. Just had a thought, then I might do some of the green bodywork first as well. Anyway, we'll have a think about that. So whatever comes up next is what I'm doing next. Okay, as you can see, we've decided to go for doing the bodywork. So I've made up all the pieces that they cover for the fuel tank, and bottom of all the fairings, front fairings, side fairings, back of the seat. So I've only just stuck them together. It's still a bit rough at the moment. So I was let the glue dry, then we'll give it a sand, and see if we need to do any filling to the front mudguard. So as I say, just glued those together now, and we'll let them dry. So I'll come back when we're doing a bit of cleaning up, and we'll get things primed and painted, and decals and everything. So as I say, quite a bit of departure for me. I usually start with the engine, follow the instructions through, so just for a change of thought, let's do the bodywork first. Okay, see you in a little bit. Right, so it's the next day, and let everything dry. So at stage now, we're giving it a rough sand down. All UMP's sanders. Don't see everything green. So I've got a rough going over to get rid of any seams. Just working on the underside. So we'll go around all the parts and give them a good sand down. Then we'll give them a bit of a polish up and just see what touch-ups needed. So that's where we're at the moment. A rough sanding to get rid of any seams. Then we'll see if we need any extra filling. We might need some there. I know it's underneath, you won't see it, but we may need some there. So I'll come back when we've done a bit more sanding, and we'll have a look at the joints and see how they all look. Okay, so after using the rougher sander, just use the sponge. Again, I can't remember what grades these are, but they're smooth it out so it comes up a little more shiny and smooth, less scratches showing. And then the polishing sponge for the blue, then the white, and then you end up with finish like this. So I'll work around, so I've still got this one to do. and this one give a polish. So we'll get those all polished up. I give them a coat of primer just to check for anything, see how they look, and we'll take it from there. Okay, that's got all the parts polished up. So what I'm going to do is prime them up and have a look at the joints. So these 3 parts are going to be done in the gloss black. So basically these 2 are predominantly X18 and this one is silver colour. And all these parts are going to be green, so I'm going to do those in white primer, test joints and see how they all look. Okay, so that's the next bit. So I'll be back when I've primed them up and checked seams and things. Okay, we've sorted out all the joints, all nice and smooth now. Okay, so what I'll do is give this another coat of the white primer and we'll come back and see what it's like. Right, so I've jumped a bit. I've got the green down and it's covered pretty well on most of the parts. So you can't see the seam line there, that's nice. So we need to mask this off and paint this aluminium. And I think that's titanium gold or silver. So I'm happy with the seams and everything. Nothing seems to be showing, which is good. So I'm going to give these, we'll get that painted up. Give the paint a good, well, I'll probably do it tomorrow. Give it overnight to have a good dry. Then we'll mask this off and paint this aluminium. And then we can start some of the decals. Okay, so what I'll do is just make a bit of a start on some of the decals. And I've got 2 decals on the part that goes along the bottom of the fairing. There's a few layers of decals on that. This is the one that goes over front mudguard at the front. So we'll just get that soaking in, got some warm water, because it speeds the whole thing up. I'll either cut this off or fast forward this bit, and we'll come back when it's ready to go on. Okay, to see whether it's moving. Yep, so it's ready to. So as we've done, it's got the surface wet with the microset, and it's placed on. What we're going to do, make sure it's in the middle, go straight to the front and work backwards from there. So we cover that straight. Yeah, look straight. So again, we'll so let that soften for a bit, and then smooth out all these wrinkles, and come back when it looks a bit better. Okay, so I'm getting on with the decaling. There's a couple of layers of them on there, so the green and black part is down, and then the advertising is put over the top. So on this part I've just got couple of dots and things to highlight with little round decals. Look at the back. I think that's done now. Just need to do a little bit of touch up on here. I think this one's slightly far over. So anyway, we'll get that covered up. As I've gone for number 17, wherever that is. What else have we got? The mudguard, cover. All painted up. So what we'll do is apply one with the decaling. So he's just got the side fenders mostly to do on the front cowling. So I'll come back when I've done a bit more, and then we can do some glossing, and then we can move on to the rest of the bike. Okay, see you in the next bit. Okay, that's got the all the decaling done. Getting all of a gloss varnish. I used just Tamiya's X22. Got 3 or 4 coats. Got them nice and shiny. So I left the varnish to dry a little bit more. We'll paint the inside and this bit along the bottom in black as well. So what I'll do for now is call that part 1 done, and I'll come back with part 2. We'll start building, start with the engine and work through the instructions from there. So that's the bodywork, panel bodywork. That's all the panels and tank covers all sorted out, all nice and shiny. Okay, so I'll see you in part 2 when we start doing a bit more of the engine and the rest of the bike.